Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for another um, episode of 5 Minute Motivational Moments. Today is Friday, March 12th, so that means that this will be the last of this week, and we will start afresh next week, Monday. But let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is self-confidence, and I actually didn't write too many notes up on this one. I think it's because I've spoken about this before on a different occasion, in a different scenario. So the thoughts will just come to me. But I did want to tell you that if you are unsure of what the meaning of self-confidence is, it really is just the trust in yourself. It is really just the trust in yourself. Like I said in my brief description of this video, self-confidence or confidence doesn't typically come or generally come from someone else, from the outside. It is developed within you. It is cultivated, processed, matured, developed within you. And that's why it's called self-confidence. No one can give it to you. So they can boost your ego, they can give you praises, but they can't give you self-confidence. Those things help with the self-confidence, but they can't give you self-confidence. I remember growing up and I wasn't really very confident in myself because I, at the time, was taking in all of the negative things that I heard about myself, all of the negativity that I heard about who I was and how I came to be and what I was capable of and what I would come to be if I didn't do this, that, or the other. It wasn't until I got to a point in my life, in my adult life, mind you, my adult life, when I got to a point in my life where I said, you know what, I know that I am better than the things that people have said about me. I am better than the things that people have done to me. I am better than the things that people think about me. So let me work on those things that I know about me and build those things up, which in turn built me up, which in turn built up my confidence. I used to work at one of the top attractions in Chicago, and I would walk this attraction. It's called Navy Pier, for those of you who are not familiar with Chicago. And I would walk the length of the pier, front to back, and then back to front. And sometimes I did that twice a day. Sometimes I did it outside when the weather was really, really nice. And sometimes I did it inside when the weather wasn't that great. But I did it for a couple of reasons. I did it because I wanted to be immersed in what was going on around me, even though I am not a huge fan of crowds. I wanted to be immersed in everything that was going on around me. I wanted people to know who I was, in the sense that because of the team that I was a part of, I wanted them to know that they could talk to me if they needed to about something. But the other part of that was I did it because it was a form of exercise. But for those on the outside looking in, a lot of them had no clue why I was doing what I was doing, and they built up their own scenario in their heads. So the way I walk, most times the way that I walk is with my head up, my posture straight, and I have a nice little confident gait, if you will. And so many people on the outside looking in, who had no clue of what I was doing and why I was doing it, would have negative things to say about me because I walked through this place with confidence, with authority, with trust in the decisions that I have made for the day, or just trust in myself in general. And it could have been that just I was walking to get some exercise in. Nothing major, nothing big about it, just walking to get some exercise. And I heard the comment one day that I walked like I owned the place. And I said, wow, that says a lot to me about how I'm presenting myself, but it also says a lot to me about the person that made the comment. I'm presenting myself as if I have the confidence in myself, as if I trust the decisions that I make, as if I trust who I am. And they are intimidated by that. Most often people are intimidated when you have the confidence to move forward in your life, doing what it is that you want to do, saying what it is that you want to say, being who it is that you are supposed to be. Most people are intimidated by that. And all it is that you are displaying your self-confidence, and they lack a little bit of that. Self-confidence is trust in yourself. Trust in your decisions, trust in your abilities, trust in you. That's all self-confidence is. And it's so very simple to obtain. And you can outweigh with your own positive affirmations and meditations, you can outweigh any of the negativity that has been thrown at you and still boost up your confidence of self. And yeah, there are going to be some things that you do really, really well that help boost up your confidence. You may be a great writer, a great singer, a great manager, a great leader. You may be a great anything, and every time you do something towards that thing, it builds up and it succeeds. It builds up your confidence in self. And that is a beautiful feeling. Now, understand there are going to be some things that aren't going to be so great. There are going to be some choices and decisions that you make that aren't going to be the best. And that's okay. We all make mistakes. We are human. That is what we do. We make mistakes. But never allow those mistakes that we make outweigh the confidence and the good things that we do. Never allow those things to take over and push you down into the muck and the mire of life. Know that it was a mistake. Correct the mistake. Learn from the mistake and move on in confidence, making a better decision, making better choices, doing things better. And each and every time you do that, it builds your confidence in self. The scriptures that I have for you today are Proverbs 3:26, Proverbs 29:3, and my favorite for today is Hebrews 10:35. Do not throw away your confidence because it simply holds a great reward for you. Confidence in self holds a great reward for you. You never know where that self-confidence will get you. Sometimes it'll put you before people that you never thought that you would be put before, simply because you have the confidence in who it is that you are and what it is that you are capable of. Now, of course, you got to back all of that up with actual factual things, concepts, duties, responsibilities, absolutely. But you have the confidence to see those things through. So I pray that you have an amazing rest of the day, an awesome weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you.